Hey, my name is Miraj, and welcome to the Healing Journey. This is a channel where I discuss how I'm healing myself from having a complete stress breakdown that began somewhere in the beginning of the 12th of October and has resulted in a lot of physical symptoms, such as, for example, a ringing in my ear, pain in my jaw, a lot of headaches, pain in my neck, etc., etc., a problem with my kidneys. In this video specifically on the topic of what is known as backdraft, or what I like to refer to as posthumous symptoms, which has to do with the fact that once we've started healing and we've decided, oh, we're going to make a change in our life as to better fix ourselves in whatever way that might be, and that might be, just trying to cure your depression, trying to get out of your anxiety condition, trying to lose a bunch of weight, trying to fix your skin problems, trying to get rid of your tinnitus, trying to fix your TMJ, trying to do whatever in terms of healing, trying to fix your migraines, and we're progressing along the path, we might get new symptoms. That's what I got. For example, as the ringing in my ear really went down a lot, from a 7, 6 to a 1. I started getting jaw problems. I had struggle opening my jaw and stuff, and I had pain, and that really freaked me out. And I got other things also. I got a swelling in my chest, and now the swelling in my chest has disappeared, and my jaw problem is a lot better. It still feels like stiffness sometimes, but it opens evenly, etc. And the only thing I have is sometimes I have stiffness, and sometimes I get some pain in my gum. But now also got a new symptoms instead, which is that my neck is a lot more in pain, or in discomfort is the correct word, because for example, when I twist my head in various directions, then either I get loud clicking sounds in my ears or popping sounds in my neck, and in certain positions of the head, my the tinnitus also increases. And this is at times very discouraging, because I'm doing yoga twice a day and I'm feeling my body loosening it up, and I just got rid of, I just fixed or healed or cured these other symptoms, and now I'm getting new ones, or so. But the point is that for me and for many on the healing journey, you might have a symptom changing pictures, right, where they jump from one place to another. First of all, that is actually quite good news, because what that means is that it means that whatever is wrong with you is mainly wrong in your head, or is it wrong in your nervous system, or is it wrong in just the tension you hold in your body. The reason this is important is because it means there's nothing structurally wrong with your body. There's nothing broken, right? And I think this is worth keeping in mind if you get this changing symptom picture and you feel bad about it. That's at least something that helps me. And as I'm recording this video, I'm obviously struggling with this, but I'm just sharing what works for me. And that reminding yourself of that has helped me, so it might help you too. The second thing is to just realize that this is actually according to just many books out there. I might link some in the description if people are interested. Not that anyone is interested at this moment, because no one's really watching this channel. But according to many books and resources out there, it's normal that as you progress on your healing symptoms, you discover new symptoms. As you progress on your healing journey, you discover new symptoms. And the reason for why that is the case is because those things might have been there all the time, but you might have been so out of tune with your body, you might have been in such a fight or flight mode that you haven't noticed them. So that might be one reason. B, it is as you heal yourself and as you discover what is really bothering you emotionally, the traumas you have suffered as you progress through them, new traumas and new feelings will reveal themselves, right? This is just like normal healing stuff 101. If anyone has ever been to therapy knows that. But if you make this more radical change with your life and you also have tension in your body, you have problems with your body that are at least partially psychologically related, then of course, as you progress through certain psychological issues and you discover other psychological issues, it's not necessarily the case that those will manifest them and instantiate themselves in the same part of your body. So that can be another reason for why you're getting new symptoms as you progress through your healing journey. And even though you're getting better overall, you're getting worse in certain ways in which you weren't worse before, and that might feel discouraging. But just keep in mind that this can also just be you actually making progress. But C, finally, is just that like as your body releases tension in one area, you get more tension in another area because the body is trying to balance itself, right? So if you release tension, for example, in the jaw, let's say you have had a lot of tension in the jaw, or like this part of the neck, because you have had like a protruding head, or you always like been, biting down here, and as you like loosen up and you start to relax down here, and as you bring your head back, then obviously this part who has been working super much to keep the position, like the back part of your neck who's been working super much to keep your head in that position, is going to start feeling like worse because now it's suddenly in a new position where it's never been before, and tension is going to build up there. And finally, the final reason as to why you might get this like new symptoms as you progress through your healing journey is because of the fact that as you go along and as you discover new things, you probably try new methods, right? So you probably perhaps started out doing like perhaps some very relaxing yoga, and then perhaps you do some yin yoga, and then you start to activate other parts of your body. And as you activate other parts of your body, you get to know those parts more, and then those parts might flare up. The point being, in conclusion, that getting new symptoms is actually a good thing in a way, because it tells you that there's nothing structurally wrong with your body, or it's an indicator that there's nothing structurally wrong with your body, but that there is tension and there's trauma stored in your body and this psychological issue, and it's you progressing and fixing yourself that is making these new symptoms flare up. And there are many reasons for why, there are many specific reasons also for why a new symptom might flare up through your healing journey. I try to list 4 of them, and just keeping this in mind and trying to keep calm and keep progressing and being kind to yourself is super important, right? So reassure yourself, use this as some reassurance if it helps you, what I talked about here. And also finally remember that if you get these new symptoms, if you have a changing symptom picture and you feel frustrated, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly normal. That doesn't mean that you're not progressing, and it doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. It's okay to be frustrated, but just try to reassure yourselves that you're on the right track, and getting new symptoms is part of being on the right track and knowing that you're on the right track.